Well, good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome you here to this event. On behalf of the Pikes Peak Area Complete Count Committee, I want to welcome you and to this morning. I'm Merv Bennett. I'm the chair of the committee, and we have some things we want to share with you that are critical, in our opinion, to the future of the Pikes Peak region. I also want to recognize a few people before we get started. Of course, we have with us Mayor John Southers, uh, County Commissioner Stan Vanderwerf. We have Tom Strand, Dave Geislinger, and Don Knight from City Council, and we're honored to have them. The Pikes Peak Area Complete Count Committee's role is to ensure that the 2020 census counts everyone. Last time in 2010, we missed about 7% of the population. Now, we can't afford to do that because we need to make sure we get what comes here to everything that's fair and appropriate for us to have. And it comes down to significant amounts of dollars. We're talking dollars and with the B, billions. Uh, our goal is to coordinate and support local efforts to generate a complete count at the county and the city level. And when we're talking about the Pikes Peak area, we're counting all the towns and cities in Teller and El Paso counties. So we're doing this together. We're a volunteer group that was established last year in September, so we've been working for about a year, since 2018. Mayor Southers was tasked, he tasked our wonderful city clerk, Sarah Johnson, to put together the committee to increase awareness about the census and to motivate residents to respond to the census questionnaire that will be coming. Sarah, where are you? I want to, there she is. Okay, I want you to recognize Sarah. She's done an incredible job. Like I said, she's done a fantastic job of putting together the team of volunteers from varied industry sections and different municipalities in the El Paso and Teller counties. We have committees ranging from business, education, health, faith-based, the arts, minority, data, nonprofits, and the military. And all of these are critical because their funding is based upon the significance of this census. I would like all the members of the Complete Count Committee, would you raise your hand just so we can see? You can, if you see, it's a significant amount of people. Mm-hmm. Each of the committee members and the subcommittees are bringing to their expertise and working together to create a comprehensive outreach strategy. Residents are more likely to take part in the census count if they learn and understand the importance of it and the process of getting counted and the safety of being counted, because there are some that have concerns about that, and it is completely safe. Residents are more likely to take part in the census count if they team and understand the importance of it and the process of getting counted. There are some key changes in the process for the 2020 census. If you remember, in 2010, we filled out a form. This time you're going to do it online. And if you don't fill it out online, then you'll get to fill out the form. So the committee is working hard to educate residents of these key changes. Now, I want you to understand why the Complete Count committees are important. One is for cooperation. By acting as census ambassadors and community liaisons, our job is to facilitate information flow between local government, communities, and the U.S. Census Bureau to make sure it's all done together. Also, we need to have community knowledge, deep community knowledge, not a shallow one. Community leaders know how best to reach all populations of the area. We're mobilizing the community resources in a highly efficient and cost-effective manner. We also want to create an impact of trust because trust is critical. As elected officials and community leaders, we know that we can effectively target outreach to historically undercounted communities, but people are more inclined to do something if there is trust involved, and trust is critical as we move forward. Here's some quick highlights of some of the work that has been done so far. We have an education subcommittee, and it's ensuring that local school districts, community colleges, and universities are aware of the upcoming census. Early childhood advocates are also a part of the subgroup to promote a full count of our young children between ages of 0 to 5. Last time, that group did not get counted well, and the children under 5. And it's critical because of education, because of healthcare, that, well, I can just go down a long list. The business subcommittee has developed strategies for engaging the private sector, including partnering with local chambers of commerce to ensure that people can find census information at commercial establishments throughout the area. So this information is available to everyone. The faith-based and minority subcommittees are reaching out to religious groups and minority groups to coordinate activities and material. And the community outreach subcommittee that includes nonprofits, libraries, neighborhood groups, arts, young professionals, health, media, data committees are working to develop and implement community-based grassroots. We want to get out the count strategy to promote full participation in the 2020 census. We are not done yet, and we're going to continue to ramp up our efforts until April 1. That's a big day. April 1 is when the census will happen. Now, you may get information around the middle of March, so don't be surprised by that, but we want to have everybody fill out their census by April 1. Census, which is called Census Day. To explain the importance of the census and its impact on our communities, we have what I consider our great mayor, John Suthers, with us today, and El Paso County Commissioner Stan Vanderwerf, who's also a great commissioner, with us this morning. We thank you both for coming, and I would like to invite the mayor up to share some information at this time. Thank you, John.
I am very happy to announce today the opening of the Southern Region Census Office right here in Colorado Springs. That office is located in the southeast part of our city on South Academy Boulevard in the Mission Trace Shopping Center. And that office will be responsible for the census operations in El Paso and Teller counties and southern Colorado. We're excited to have this important census resource right here in our city. The Area Census Office in Colorado Springs supports and deploys the 2020 census operation, as I indicated, in El Paso and Teller counties, as well as all of southern Colorado, stretching from the Kansas border to the western slope and all the way down to the Colorado-New Mexico border. The office will house the managers, staff, materials, and equipment needed to support the hundreds of Census Bureau employees conducting our local census operations, including following up with households that do not respond, counting residents living in group housing, and other enumeration operations to ensure a complete count of our population in southern Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't stress enough the importance of filling out the census and providing an accurate count. First of all, I think we sometimes forget that the census is constitutionally required. Our founder said we're going to count everybody in this country every 10 years, and it's going to have important implications, and indeed it does. The critical process ensures that Colorado receives its fair representation in Congress, and that Colorado Springs and El Paso County receives their fair share of federal funding. There is approximately $880 billion let me repeat that, $880 billion in federal funding allocated across the United States based on census counts. In Colorado, this equates to approximately $13 billion annually, or an estimated $2,300 per person, according to a study by George Washington University. So our state, our counties and cities have seen substantial population growth over the last decade. And even a 1.3% swing in the count in either direction could make the difference in how many congressional seats Colorado has during the 2020s and how much funding we're eligible to receive. The census provides vital information for our communities. As I indicated, it determines how many representatives each state gets in Congress. Communities rely on census statistics to plan for a variety of our citizens' needs, including new roads, new schools, and emergency services. Businesses use census data to help provide for more local jobs and their business plans. The U.S. Census Bureau is recruiting workers for temporary jobs in advance of the 2020 census. Nationwide, it's looking for 500,000 census takers across the country to join a team that offers great pay and flexible hours. Multiple recruiting and hiring events for Colorado jobs are taking place this week. The events will feature information on what jobs are currently available and the requirements and duties of each job. In fact, there's one taking place tomorrow at Library 21C from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. The census is safe and it's important. The answers are protected by law. The answers are not shared with anyone pursuant to federal law, including any other federal agency outside the Census Bureau. The census form asks 10 questions about each person in a household, and it's estimated it will take 10 minutes per person in a household to complete the census form. The new online format is going to save taxpayer time and dollars. While it is the Census Bureau's responsibility to count everyone in the country, it's our local community's responsibility to make sure that we benefit the most by an accurate account. And I do want to thank the Pikes Peak Area Census Complete Count Committee members for volunteering their time to serve on the important committees to increase awareness of Census 2020 and help motivate our residents in our communities to fill out the census. As Merv did, I want to give a special shout out to Sarah Johnson, the city clerk. The Census Bureau officials came in and met with me about a year ago, talked to me about the importance of a complete count committee, and as I so often do, I immediately delegated. And I delegated this responsibility to Sarah Johnson. She's come up with a great chair and Merv Bennett, and a vice chair, Eric Phillips, who's here. Eric, so glad to have you part of this process. They put together all the committees that Merv referred to. A lot of the committee members are here, and they worked very hard to organize this thing. And I think talking to some of the census officials here, they're pretty impressed the way we went about this. And it's a credit to Sarah and everybody on that team. So here's my message to our residents. Complete the census. It's easy. And folks, it's very, very important. It means a lot for the future of Colorado, for the Pikes Peak region, for Colorado Springs, for El Paso County, for Southern Colorado. It means an awful lot. So please be fully cooperative in this process. And with that, I want to invite El Paso County Commissioner Stan Vanderwerf to the podium to say a few words on behalf of the county. Thanks, Stan.
Good morning, everybody. I'm County Commissioner Stan Vanderwerf, and I'm proud to be part of the Complete Count Committee. We have a fantastic committee that is dedicated to making sure everybody in our community, everybody in El Paso County, and everybody in our municipalities are counted in this census, and that is so important for us. So I'd like to again thank Mayor Suthers for introducing me and providing an accurate population count. It is crucial for our municipalities, but also for El Paso County. El Paso County spans over 2,100 square miles, and it includes urban, suburban, and rural areas. With such a diverse area, we rely on accurate census data to allocate funding and services. So we understand how and we need that also to understand how the community is changing and also to promote economic development. Now that's important to a large county like ours. To put into perspective how large El Paso County is, if we were to take the population of our municipalities out of the county population count, we would still be larger than Pueblo County. So we have a large population county and a large amount of terrain. That's incredible, really, when you think about it, and a lot of the growth in our county has occurred in those areas outside of our municipalities. So to my friends in Palmer Lake, Monument, Fountain, Calhan, Green Mountain Falls, Rama, Manitou Springs, and Colorado Springs, or that live in the mountains or plains of the county, this census matters to you. To my friends in Teller County, the census matters to you as well, and it matters because you have needs and wants for our community. It matters because you deserve fair and equal representation, and you deserve to be counted and heard. And that is why El Paso County government is focusing on the hard-to-count areas outside of each city within our county. Our hard-to-count populations include renters, children under the age of 5, Hispanic population, the military, householders aged 18 to 24, and El Paso County is happy to do our part along with our partners in the municipalities and the cities to help make the 2020 census successful. The census is also available in 13 different languages, and there's actually informational material on the website and videos in 59 languages. So filling out the census this time, it's easier than it's ever been. For the first time, the census can be filled out online. And you can also take the census via paper or by responding by phone. So there are several ways for you to do the census. And the Census Bureau is now in the large-scale recruitment phase for the 2020 field operation. So help us, please, to get the word out and apply for these jobs in our community. As the mayor stated, you can set your own hours. It's good pay. It's only temporary if you're looking for a few extra dollars to make between now and April. So please join up and participate and be part of our team to get the complete count in El Paso County. And there are several job fairs and recruiting events happening in our communities where people can attend to get information and apply. So again, please take the census this year. It's important, it's easy, it's secure, and it's crucially important to our county and our residents. It helps deliver for us fair representation and the federal funding that is commensurate with the population that we have in our communities. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time, and go and get counted. At this time, I'd like to invite Krithia to come up and speak for a few moments.
Thank you, Commissioner. It gives me great joy to see all of you, the media, being here and really supporting us on this important project. So thank you for being here this morning. As Commissioner Stan mentioned, I'm Kritika Prashant, and I am the co-media chair along with Lauren Hugg for the Pikes Peak Area Complete Count Committee. Although the 2020 census may seem far away, the Census Awareness Campaign should continue to keep building its momentum. We have heard from all the speakers today talking about the importance and the impact on our community. We are seeking your partnership in advertising the 2020 census jobs. We need about 4,000 applicants in El Paso County and about 382 applicants for Teller County for our next operation. That's a big number. We really need your help in advertising. Our role as the media subcommittee is facilitating ways to get the census message to all community households, using all the available sources that we have, such as newspapers, newsletters, flyers, local festivals, billboards, social media, radio, and television. To all the viewers, here's how you can help us. Everyone counts. Our community is coming together to ensure that everyone is counted. Please get involved. Raise awareness by talking about Census 2020 with friends, family, coworkers, everyone you know. Share census information on your social media networks. Tag us, like us, retweet. We have accounts on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, #PikesPeakCensus. Please visit our website, pikespeakcensus.com, to get all the census information. Encourage participation. The more informed households are about the 2020 census operations, the better their understanding. This will increase their willingness to fill out the questionnaire. We all speak the language, and we know the pulse of our community. Therefore, establishing an information highway that even the internet cannot rival, neighbor informing neighbor, is vital. Let's all help ensure an accurate 2020 census count. We are seeking your maximum participation to increase awareness. Everyone counts. Show that you are here. Media, we have packets available for you that has all the resources that you can use as you continue to strategize and build plans about how we continue to build awareness till April. And thank you very much for being here this morning, and to all the committee members as well who are here. And I will be happy to facilitate one-on-one interviews with any of the speakers. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day.